So now that you know how to create style reverbs, let's actually dive back into our mix example and fill it out with some really great sounding reverbs. So first off, let's just listen again to what we're starting with.
I miss you so badly. I don't know if I'm even thinking straight. I'm feeling numb. Oh, I can taste your love.
So obviously, it's got some great depth. You know, that's what we had created during that last module with the shadow system. But it's still a little flat. Like it needs some connection. It's a little dry. So that's what we're going to be doing in this video. Now, style reverb can be anything. You know, it's part of the reason we don't really have a system for it. It's really the creative part of reverb. We've already done the scientific part with the shadow system. Now we get to do the artistic part. So ultimately what it comes down to is just listening and sitting and thinking, what could use a little something? Now, for me, I like to look for things that I think are either too dry sounding or need some connection, you know, need to just stick out a little bit more in the mix. So let's do just that.
I miss you so badly. I don't know if I'm even thinking straight. I'm feeling numb.
Okay, first off, let's talk about the vocal. The vocal is really dry. You know, like it sounds great, but it could really use just something to thicken it up a bit. So I'm going to create another send and let's put a reverb on there. So let's rename this Vox Verb and, let's try a plate reverb. So I'm going to go over to my reverbs and I'm going to grab Little Plate. This is a great, really simple plugin from Sound Toys. All it is just a mod switch and your decay. That's really it. But the nice thing about plate reverbs is they don't have any early reflections. They are all late reflections. So I can feel confident that I'm not necessarily creating much of a sense of space around the vocal as I am filling up the gaps. So really all I'm going to do at this point is just kind of make some tweaks on the decay time, see what sounds best to my ears, and then I'm going to go in and add a pre-delay and add some EQ just to get it to fit inside of the mix. So I'm going to start it all the way at the bottom and just start turning it up.
I miss you so badly. I don't know if I'm even thinking straight. I'm feeling numb. Oh, I can taste your love.
Okay, that feels pretty good. It's really thickening it up. So now I'm going to go and grab my EQ and do a little Abbey Road EQ on this just to get it to sit a little bit more nicely. So I'm going to create filters on both sides. I'm going to make my slopes less drastic. And let's start cutting.
I miss you so badly. I don't know if I'm even thinking straight. I'm feeling numb. Oh, I can taste your love. Oh, I miss you so badly. I don't know if I'm even thinking straight.
Yeah, I like that. So now I'm going to go and I'm going to add a little delay just to give it a pre-delay so that I can push it behind the singer. I want it to be behind the vocals. So I'm going to go to my delay and I'm going to grab my sample delay, which is just the really simple delay that Logic has. And I'm just going to turn it up to somewhere between 50 and 150 milliseconds.
I miss you so badly. I don't know if I'm even thinking straight. I'm feeling numb.
That's a bit too far.
Oh, I can taste your love.
That feels pretty good. But I want to make sure that I've got it timed to my my actual tempo. So I'm going to grab my calculator here, type in the tempo, and see what the closest number is. It's about 73.5. So I'm going to type in 73.5. Perfect.
I miss you so badly. I don't know if I'm even thinking straight.
Yeah, that's sounding so much better than it was whenever I first started. So the final thing I'm going to do is I'm actually going to put a de-esser at the very beginning of this chain. Now, this isn't something I've taught yet, but this is just a great pro tip anytime you're doing vocal reverb, because vocals have a lot of sibilants. Their S's, their T's, it really triggers the reverb aggressively. So I really like to clamp down on those so that I don't have just a ton of high-end energy that comes up right after an S or a T or something like that. So let's just grab our de-esser right there and let's put it all the way at the very beginning, because I want to make sure that it's grabbing it from the very beginning. I really don't want any S's in here. So let me set up this de-esser and then we will mix in our reverb. All right, let's mix this in.
I miss you so badly. I don't know if I'm even thinking straight. I'm feeling numb. Oh, I can taste your love.
So the final thing I'm going to do, because that's sounding pretty good, but it's sounding too stereo to my ears. It's getting in the way of all my other stereo stuff. So Little Plate, unfortunately, doesn't have a width control, so I'm going to have to create my own. So I'm just going to go down to Imaging, and I'm going to grab the direction meter. The cool thing about the direction mixer, which this is a Logic Pro stock plugin, is I can actually affect the spread of a particular sound. So I'm just going to take it all the way down to 0, and then I'm going to slowly take it up till it sounds right to my ears.
I miss you so badly. I don't know if I'm even thinking straight. I'm feeling numb.
There we go, that sounds good. So now let's mix it in.
I miss you so badly. I don't know if I'm even thinking straight. I'm feeling numb.
Yeah, it's doing a nice job of thickening the vocals up. I like it. So now let's listen again and see if there's another instrument that might need some reverb.
I miss you so badly. I don't know if I'm even thinking straight.
I think the snare could use some connection. It kind of dies off a bit too quickly. So let's make a snare reverb. So I actually have 3 different snares in this mix. These 2 acoustic snares that are playing different parts, and then this snare sample. So I'm actually going to create a reverb for all 3 of these. Rather, a reverb that all 3 are being routed to. So let's select plus 30. I'm going to send 100% of everything over there, and then let's go and check it out. So we're going to call this snare verb. We've got it right here. Over here on the edge. Snares, like vocals, tend to sound really good with plate reverbs because they don't have those early reflections. So I'm going to grab that exact same plugin, my Little Plate. So I'm going to do a little bit of tweaking on the decay time. I'm thinking I'm going to want a longer decay time so that the snare lasts for longer. And then we're going to add in some pre-delay, some of the other stuff that we just added in on our vocal.
I miss you so badly. I don't know if I'm even thinking straight. I'm feeling numb.
Too far.
Oh, I can taste your love.
Yeah, that feels pretty good to me. It's kind of lasting for about, maybe half a bar. Just that bow, bow, bow. I like it. So now let's go in here and let's create a pre-delay. Start with that. So I'm going to grab my sample delay, and I'm probably going to want this pre-delay to be a little bit longer than the vocal because I really want it to sit behind the snare. I really don't want the snare to be pushed back in the mix.
I miss you so badly. I don't know if I'm even thinking straight. I'm feeling numb. Oh, I can taste your love.
Maybe somewhere around there. I'm kind of liking that. Let me grab my my calculator. Let's figure out what the closest note would be. So it looks like the closest note is a dotted 30-second note at 110. Perfect. Or 110.3. So let's listen.
I miss you so badly. I don't know if I'm even thinking straight. I'm feeling.
I like it. I'm gonna need to definitely do some cutting. It's way too warm. It needs to be quite a bit brighter. So I'm gonna first of all just cut a lot of the lows out, and then we'll see if I need to cut any of the highs.
I miss you so badly. I don't know if I'm even thinking straight. I'm feeling numb.
That's better.
Oh, I can taste your love. Oh, I miss you so badly. I don't know if I'm even thinking straight.
Yeah, I'm kind of liking that.
I'm feeling numb.
It's subtle, but I like the connection it's giving it. I like the thickness it's giving it. So now let's go in and add our direction mixer again so that we can start to kind of monofy this a bit, make it not quite so wide.
I miss you so badly. I don't know if I'm even thinking straight. I'm feeling numb. Oh, I can taste your love. Oh, I miss you so badly. I don't know if I'm even thinking straight.
Yeah, that sounds good to me. It's got a little bit of stereo width just to give it some intrigue and some interest, but it's getting out of the way of everything in this left and right side of the stereo spectrum. I'm really liking that. Great, so let's mix it in. Let's just turn this down, turn it up till we can just kind of barely hear it, till it's just sounding good, then take it back just a little bit because you're probably taking it too far.
I miss you so badly. I don't know if I'm even thinking straight. I'm feeling numb. Oh, I can taste your love. Oh, I miss you so badly. I don't know if I'm even thinking straight.
Yeah, I like that. I'm kind of getting like a pow, pow sort of sound. I'm a fan. So let's listen again and see if there's anything that really needs another style reverb.
I miss you so badly. I don't know if I'm even thinking straight. I'm feeling numb. Oh, I can take.
I think the piano is sounding kind of weird where it's at. So let's try and see if, we could potentially give it a little something. So let's make another reverb, another send. So this time, let's grab chromaverb again. I'm not really feeling another plate reverb. We've already got enough of those. Okay, so what do we want to try? Well, we've done a lot of rooms in this mix. I kind of feel like trying a chamber. Let's see what that sounds like.
I miss you so badly. I don't know if I'm even thinking straight. I'm feeling numb.
I'll turn this up so it's easier to hear.
Oh, I can taste your love. Oh, I miss you.
Yeah, I'm liking that sound. So let's go in and do some tweaks so that we're able to get it to not take up quite so much room in the mix and not add so much space to a piano that already has a lot of space added. So before we do anything, let's go over to our details and tweak our early and late reflection mixer because we're going to want a late reflection heavy reverb.
I miss you so badly. I don't know if I'm even thinking straight. I'm feeling numb. Oh, I can taste your love.
Cool, that feels good. So now let's mess with our early pre-delay. Let's get it to sit kind of behind the piano a bit.
I miss you so badly. I don't know if I'm even thinking straight. I'm feeling numb. Oh, I can taste your love.
I like it. So up next, let's tweak our density. We probably don't need it as dense as we currently have it, because otherwise it's just going to take up a lot of space in the mix. So I'm going to take it all the way down, just turn it up a bit.
I miss you so badly. I don't know if I'm even thinking straight. I'm feeling numb. Oh, I can take.
Yeah, that feels good. So now let's go check out our width. This is one where I kind of wonder if I want to make it wider than 100%. I know that this doesn't really go in tandem with what we've been talking about, but this piano kind of needs like a really interesting sound. And I don't think that necessarily needs to be a mono reverb. So I'm just going to take it down a bit and then turn it up potentially higher, see if that's going to help.
I miss you so badly. I don't know if I'm even thinking straight. I'm feeling numb.
Yeah, I kind of like that.
Oh, I can taste.
Great. So now we've just got a few other settings to tweak, some things that we didn't go over. I really want this reverb to stick out. I really want this reverb to feel interesting and unique. The piano's kind of boring right now, so I'm going to add a lot of modulation to it from my modulation over here. Now, I'm going to have pretty high depth and a pretty low speed. That usually makes it aggressive, but not very fast, so it's not super obvious to the listener. But it gives it a nice chorus sound that I like.
I miss you so badly. I don't know if I'm even thinking straight. I'm feeling numb. Oh, I can taste your love. Oh, I miss you so badly. I don't know if I'm even thinking straight. I'm feeling numb.
Yeah, I like that. I think that's really cool. That sort of chorus, it's chorusing, it's delayed, the width is wider than true stereo. I'm a fan. So let's go back to main and let's tweak our attack, our size, and our damping.
I miss you so badly. I don't know if I'm even thinking straight. I'm feeling numb. Oh, I can taste your love. Oh, I miss you so badly.
Kind of like that. Yeah, I think on the whole, I'm feeling this. So now let's just add some EQ.
I miss you so badly. I don't know if I'm even thinking straight. I'm feeling numb. Oh, I can taste your love. Oh, I miss.
Yeah, that's cool. So I'm going to take this piano reverb all the way down and I'm just going to slowly mix it in until it sounds just right. And then I'm going to back off a bit because that's probably too far.
I miss you so badly. I don't know if I'm even thinking straight. I'm feeling numb. Oh, I can taste.
Yeah, I like that.
your love.
Kind of gives the piano just a little bit of like intrigue. Now I do need to take the piano down in volume because I just turned it up quite a bit. So let's bring it back to where it was roughly. And then let's listen and see if there's anything else that we need to add. Right now I'm really feeling like it's sounding good.
I miss you so badly. I don't know if I'm even thinking straight. I'm feeling numb. Oh, I can taste your.
So the only thing that I'm hearing is that there's a lot of empty space. There's a lot of negative space in between the different vocal phrases and, interestingly enough, in between the bass phrases. So this is where throws come in. And throws are one of the most useful techniques when it comes to reverb. So what a throw is basically you automating up the send level on the last word of a phrase or the last note of a phrase and having a reverb that then sustains throughout the empty space. So that might sound a little confusing. Let me just show you what I'm talking about. Let's go to our vocals. I'm going to grab another bus for a reverb. Let's call this vocal throw, and let's add our chroma verb again. So I'm going to start off with a really wild setting, something interesting and unique. So bloomy, for example. What I'm going to do is I'm actually going to go and I'm going to look at my vocals. I'm going to go to my automation lane. And every single DAW does automation differently in Logic. You just need to go up here and hit the automation button. And you want to select this send for your automation. So I'm going to go in Logic down to Main, and I'm going to select Vocal Throw. And now you can see I have full control over how much gain is being sent to that channel. And here's what's great about that. I can basically just say, oh, I want reverb on this one word and nothing else. Makes it really, really helpful. So for example, let's say this word right here.
I miss you so badly.
So lay, just that last syllable. Let's try that.
I miss you so badly.
Pretty cool sound, right? Now, obviously that's way too much, but that's what we're going for. We are going to be connecting the space in between these phrases. Now, I'm actually going to undo this for now. We're going to come back to it, and I'm going to set up my reverb. So let's go over here. I'm going to send all my gain. Let's open up my reverb, and let's just get like a cool sound that's really long. You know, I want something that is going to last the entire time that the vocal isn't going. So my decay time is going to be crazy long. So let's say like 4 bars, for example. That's probably around how long it's lasting. So I'm going to do a little tweaking, and then we will get back to our throws. Okay, so I've got my throw ready. I got my reverb all set up the way I like. I even threw in a little tape delay to kind of give it just a little bit of movement, which is sometimes really, really nice whenever you're doing these kinds of throws. So all I'm going to do is I'm just going to go in here. I'm going to select my vocal throw amount, my send amount. And like I said, I'm just going to grab those last words, those final words of each phrase. And let's see what it sounds like.
I miss you so badly.
So I'm just going to grab lay. I don't want a lay because that's 2 different notes, and that's going to give me a kind of a weird result.
I miss you so badly. I don't know if I'm even thinking straight.
Okay, so let's grab one here.
Straight. I'm feeling numb.
Okay, let's grab this note.
Feeling numb. Oh, I can taste your love.
And then we'll grab this final note as well. Okay, so let's do some tweaking. Now, the reason that I turned these right sides up is sometimes whenever a vocalist sort of gets quiet at the end of a phrase, you could really lose your reverb or lose your delay. So I like to do kind of some pre-volume automation, level it out a bit so that you can hear the reverb for longer. So let's get our levels right.
Miss you so badly. I don't know if I'm even thinking straight.
Remember, we're going for subtlety. If I can really hear it easily, it's too loud.
If I'm even thinking straight. I'm feeling numb. Oh, I can taste your love. Oh, my.
So let's take that one down a bit as well. Let's try it one more time.
Miss you so badly. I don't know if I'm even thinking straight. I'm feeling numb. Oh, I can taste your love on my skin.
Yeah, I'm liking it. I actually really like the throw at the very end, especially because it transitions really nicely into that next phrase. So, honestly, I'm feeling pretty good about this. Let's just do a quick before and after and see what this sounded like before we started and then what it's sounding like after we've added all of our style reverbs.
I miss you so badly. I don't know if I'm even thinking straight. I'm feeling numb. Oh, I can taste your love. Oh, I miss you so badly.
I'm kind of liking that. I think I'm going to go into this vocal verb right here and let's see what happens if I just get a little aggressive with it.
I miss you so badly. I don't know if I'm even thinking straight.
I kind of like that.
I'm feeling numb.
It really, really makes the vocal
I can
connect.
taste your love. Oh, I miss you so badly. I don't know if I'm even thinking straight. I'm feeling numb.
Yeah, I'm liking this. So let's do our big reveal moment. So we've now gone through all of our shadow system. We've learned how to create style reverbs, and we've done basically everything that we're going to do to get depth and distance and direction and style and emotion and all this stuff. And we're going to just take it away, and we're going to see kind of what this sounds like, because I can guarantee you it's going to be wild. It's going to be really crazy.
I miss you so badly. I don't know if I'm even thinking straight. I'm feeling numb. Oh, I can taste your love.
It goes from being this beautiful three-dimensional sound with this lush backdrop of reverb to being flat and just a bunch of tracks that got imported into your DAW. Really as simple as that. So if you're able to focus on accomplishing these two goals of reverb, space and style, and you use the shadow system to get your space, and you use your intuition and your creativity to get your style, you are going to be able to create unbelievably good mixes. I guarantee it.